All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now. Jack and shit. Jack left town. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
What was that ruckus? What ruckus? I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Describe the ruckus, sir.
Does this mean we're not friends anymore? Not me. I'm in my prime.
You're out of your mind. Ain't it cool?
First you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me. Blow. Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
What up, everyone? DJ Nubis here with you on Meltdown Rehab Podcast with another trailer reaction. Today we're doing Running Man 2025, a remake of the 1987 classic Arnold Schwarzenegger film, written by Stephen King. In the original, we had, of course, Arnie Schwarzenegger, Maria Conchita Alonso, Jim Brown, Yaphet Kotto, Jesse Ventura. Also had Mick Fleetwood, like cameos from him, as well as Dweezil Zappa. Back then, it was all about a dystopian future where criminals were put into this nationwide televised game, where if they survived the game, they would get their freedom from whatever crime they had. So obviously, they'd be pitted against these hunters that would be voted on by the audience to go and chase down these criminals in this game. But yeah, so the new one, I'm not sure like how much of it's going to be close to that, because the way I'm reading it here, it says a man joins a game show where contestants allowed to go anywhere in the world are pursued by hunters hired to kill them. So I don't know if this is much like the original or if it's like more like, did you ever see The Hunt or maybe even Hunger Games, where it's like you're kind of just placed in somewhere, you get to go roam free, but there's going to be people pursuing you. I don't know if it's like along those lines, but some of the writers involved here, obviously Stephen King is based off of him, Michael McCall, and Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright is actually directing this, Edgar Wright's a great director. This is a little bit different than some of the stuff that he's done before, I think, in terms of themes. So how much of this is going to have any kind of horror elements or anything like that, I'm not sure. But it stars Glen Powell, Katie O'Brien, and Coleman Domingo, but also has Josh Brolin, who plays Dan Killian, who's actually the game show host. The original one in the Running Man in 87, I think it was actually, was it Wheel of Fortune? I can't remember who he was the actual game host, and he did a fantastic job with it then. We also have Michael Cera in here, William H. Macy, David Zayas, for those that ever watched the Dexter series. But those are pretty much some of the bigger names in this one in 2025. So I really love the original. As people know, I'm very wary about remakes. So I tend to like hold my breath. But Edgar Wright is one of the better directors. So hopefully with what he's got going on here, certainly gives me hope. And he does, Glen Powell, who's our lead, does play the title character, Ben Richards. So For some reason, though, when I look at Glen Powell, he looks like the guy that was on the bus in Speed. Like, but it's not him, but like it looks just like him, only older. So it's kind of weird. I don't know if there's a relation there with that guy in that movie or not, but they look so much alike. Either way, let's give it a whirl. Let's see what the Running Man 2025 has to offer.
Me!
Ben Richards, 35, married, one child, in medical crisis.
We need money for a doctor now.
Ben, watch yourself.
Employment status, blacklisted. But there's still a way out for you. It's the biggest show in the country.
Bloodlust is our birthright! Set it free! Welcome to the Running Man!
People on these games never come back.
I'm not trying to get myself killed, so kiss my ass twice.
Right there is why you can win this game. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. The entire nation hunting you down. And get your family out of Slumside for good.
I'm gonna come back here and burn this building down. I promise.
That's the spirit.
This is America, goddammit! And we don't put up with no bullshit! Yes! Hunt him down! Stop filming me!
Have you ever wondered if this game is rigged?
Guess we'll find out.
You might be moving up too fast.
Hey, buddy. You're on Freebie.
Yeah, yeah! You better run! I got a grenade!
Back at you.
I'm still here, you shit eaters. Hey, big boys!
Are you crazy?
Okay. Definitely different. And actually, we've kind of seen this before with other films. Guns Akimbo, similar shit like that, where it's just the guy's trying to get out. Like it's almost like another take on Squid Game, almost. But yeah, I don't know. It looks. I probably would check it out. I don't know if I'm going to go to the theaters to see this. Partly because they rebooted Total Recall a few years ago and had a nice cast in that, but like that was trash. Like you can't get around. It's just trash. My problem here is that this looks like it could be fun, but again, if you've never seen The Running Man, I would suggest watching this first and then going back and seeing the original, only because they are different. I appreciate the Schwarzenegger one more because, the game itself had so much control over the nation and over the world that when Richards actually started winning the fights, it was turning the tide of the people that were being held down by society, by all the richies. This one, it's like all the societies are part of the game. So anybody could be the killer, right? So there's really nothing invested there because in the original, the killers or hunters were praised as heroes. Like they were generally like, oh yeah, it's Thunderball or it's Dynamo or Chainsaw. Like that's the thing. Like it just had more flair and pizzazz about it with Schwarzenegger, and Schwarzenegger had his one-liners. This one looks like it's like just taking like stuff from Nobody and, like I said, Squid Game, and just kind of like mashing it together. Because Glen Powell doesn't really scream like action hero. So maybe I'd feel better if it was like someone like Jason Statham in the role of the Running Man. Just because I do appreciate his fighting skills a lot more, but this is more like this guy probably isn't much of a fighter. He's just more of a survivor. I don't know. Like I'm having real difficulties like getting motivated with this one. It does have a strong cast, like I said, but I'm really struggling to see where I'm going to be like or liking this. And even though it's different, it's a little bit different. I just don't know if I'm going to like it as much as the original. So I'll probably just wait. I'm going to be doing another trailer reaction soon. And then this week, of course, Ghouls of Midnight. I'm going to be reviewing with Mr. Tony Dead, my pick, Eating Miss Campbell, starring the lovely and talented Lindsay Crane. Just did an interview with her last week. Neko and I just watched Sinners last night. So tomorrow sometime, her and I will probably be doing a review for that. You'll be interested in our comments regarding that film. And later in the week, what do I have later in the week? Do I have anything later in the week? Trying to remember. Nope. Nothing as of now, but I'm sure I'm going to fill up my schedule as I can with stuff that I'm going to be doing. But yeah, hit the like and subscribe button. Give me your comments, your opinions of what you feel about this remake. Are you excited to see it? Are you like me and kind of hesitant? Just let me know what you feel. See you next time. Take care.
You see me before you die.